Hi, what's up? My name is Adam, and you are on Cyber Raccoon channel. Desperate gunfights in the world of Warhammer 40,000, a return to the classic adventures of World of Warcraft, a game in the Brainpunk setting and other releases of the first month of summer 2021. Necromunda, Hired Gun. On the first day of summer, a dynamic shooter set in the Warhammer 40,000 universe will be released, which will give players the opportunity to feel like bounty hunters in a gloomy hive city and fulfill many dangerous contracts. Necromunda, Hired Gun lures with a contrasting picture, hurricane gunfights, brutal locations, and the presence of an evil cyber mastiff in the protagonist. Potentially great shooter, we hope it doesn't disappoint. Operation Tango. A cooperative spy action game in which two are needed to save the world, an agent and a hacker. The first goes to the enemy's camp, the second supports him remotely. Like A Way Out or It Takes Two, Operation Tango cannot be completed alone, you need a partner, and voice communication is highly desirable. We had a chance to try out the demo version of the game, and came to the conclusion that this is a smart, tense and addictive action game, definitely worth the attention of fans of cooperative games. World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade Classic. Launched in 2019, World of Warcraft Classic proved to be a success, with players reliving familiar adventures with pleasure, nostalgic for the days of the past. So it was just a matter of time before the Burning Crusade relaunched. In the classic iteration of the Burning Crusade, players will have a second journey to Outland, where they can master the races of Blood Elves and Draenei, fly on mounts, and also face the forces of the Burning Legion preparing to invade Azeroth. Already in WoW Classic, you can pre-create characters and take part in a themed event that will prepare the game world for the events of the add-on. Sniper, Ghost Warrior Contracts 2. New release of a series of tactical shooters about snipers. This time, the players will go to the Middle East, where they will be engaged in the fight against the crime syndicate. The Sniper, Ghost Warrior franchise may not be called successful, but against the background of an almost complete lack of good sniper shooters, it is in good demand. The previous game in the series, Sniper, Ghost Warrior Contracts, combined spacious locations, conventional freedom of action and entertaining cat and mouse with superior enemy forces. The new project will use the same formula, and the gameplay will allow you to act as stealthily as possible, or, if you wish, to rush into open battle. Chivalry 2. An MMO slasher in a medieval setting that will throw players into the throat of exciting battles, where there will be battles with swords, and sieges of castles, and massive battles with up to 64 players. The developers promise a well-developed combat system, a large selection of modes, cross-play between PC and consoles, and a variety of maps. With the success of Chivalry, medieval warfare in mind, we see no reason not to believe them. Ninja Gaiden, Master Collection. Koei Tecmo is preparing to reissue a line of slasher films based on the adventures of the ninja Ryu Hayabusa. Not the classic ones, those that were released in the 90s, but more modern ones from 2004 to 2012. Players will experience hardcore battles with monsters, travel to fantastic locations and the opportunity to play as girls from the Dead or Alive franchise. I would like to see a remake or a new game in the series, but the remaster will not be superfluous. Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart. Another major PlayStation 5 exclusive and a new game in the Ratchet & Clank series. The action will unfold in many parallel worlds, and Ratchet and his alternative version of Rivet will fight a villain who intends to subjugate all realities. Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart prepares to unleash the full power of the PS5 console, so players will not only experience dynamic gameplay, but also outstanding ray tracing graphics, instant downloads of entire worlds to SSD, advanced tactile feedback of the DualSense controller and other features of the Sony platform. No doubt it will be a hit. Guilty Gear Strive. The new release of the Guilty Gear fighting game line, which offers exactly the same thing as the previous parts, to arrange a fun scuffle with the participation of unimaginable characters, accompanied by a sea of vivid special effects. The authors promise improved animations and more exciting techniques, a killer soundtrack and a gripping storyline. Users of PC and PlayStation consoles will be able to appreciate the fights in the anime style. Red Solstice 2, Survivors. Continuation of the tactical strategy of the invasion of mutants. As the head of a secret unit created to fight the creatures of the virus, you will destroy thousands of monsters and bring humanity closer to salvation. After playing the beta, we compared Red Solstice 2, Survivors with the XCOM games, noted the impressive arsenal of weapons and items of equipment for the fighters, and praised the dynamic gameplay. We hope that the game will get rid of the problems that we noticed in the preview by the time of release. Dungeons & Dragons, Dark Alliance. Co-op RPG set in the Dungeons & Dragons universe, players will travel to Icewind Valley and stop the advancing armies of evil. Dark Alliance will offer a choice of 4 characters, including the familiar Driz Dward into D&D fans, each with unique class traits. The filling of the world is expected to be no less interesting. Here players will find a variety of locations, monsters familiar from the setting, including beholders who have become an unspoken symbol of the universe, as well as an exciting plot. SCARLET Nexus. Role-playing action game in an unusual Brainpunk setting, with an anime visual style, amazing design of monsters and a hurricane battle with the use of telekinesis and other psi abilities. SCARLET Nexus promises a unique universe, impressive visual design and addictive gameplay. After playing the preview version, we noted that there are a few innovative mechanics, but those that exist work to create the most comfortable experience. If your favorite game is not included in this list, write it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel, activate notifications, press like, watch our other videos, and you will always be aware of what to play today.